what's the best way to make you cry?
Any time about 8 days before I start my period, show me any video of anything. Just whatever it is.
Are you a crier?
Yes.
I'm a big crier.
But only for like 3 days. And then the rest of the month, I'm like, I'm so emotionally constipated.
I am constantly... I guess I'm constantly 8 days away from my period because anything will make me cry.
Oh, really?
There's
that's so sweet.
So many things. Any commercial that's just the slightest bit touching, anything to do with animals.
Yeah.
Homeward Bound.
Yeah. I've just seen a picture of something with like an animal with like big, soft, wet eyes. And I'm like, oh, God, I hope you're loved. I hope someone loves you.
I'll take care of you. Come live with me. There was another one. Movies, any type of sentimental movie.
Mm-hmm, that does it for me.
There's a movie that came out about 10 years ago. It's called About Time. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Who's in it?
Rachel McAdams.
Okay. I haven't. I've never watched any of those kinds of movies. I've never seen The Notebook. I've never watched.
Really?
Yeah, those things. I do like sentimental movies, but it has to be like an indie kind of.
This was an indie. Okay, so it's very strange when I explain it, but then you watch it and you're like, oh, this is fun. It's a British movie, even though Rachel McAdams is in it.
Okay.
I can't remember the guy.
Does she talk with a Cockney accent?
No, she's the only American. Adorable. She's the only normal person.
Hi, I'm Rachel McAdams. I'm here in this movie.
I'm English, I am. In it,
point me towards the lift. You call it a lift here. Where's the lift?
I've got me suitcase in the boot.
That was almost Canadian. She could do that. She's versatile. She could do it all.
Did you see how quickly we reached the extent of my English vocabulary? It was just like,
really
in it. No, it's a great movie. It starts off as like a rom-com.
Okay.
But then it ends as like it's all about this there's this guy, and I can't remember his name. He's been in if I showed you a picture, you'd be like, I think I've seen that guy before. Mm-hmm. The whole purpose of the movie is that his dad tells him on his 21st birthday that he can go back in time in his own life. And so you think like, oh, it's a time travel movie, but it's not really. Mm-hmm. It's like him like getting in weird situations and then redoing it and like trying to play it smoother the next time,
Kind of like the sexier Click.
Yeah. Yeah. But
sexier, Britisher Click.
It starts off as a rom-com, and by the end of it, it's all about him trying to get like little extra moments with his family who are dying, so he'll go back to relive at a moment. And
Waterworks.
Yeah, I watched it last week after someone in my family fell and hit their head.
Oh my
God! And had to go to the hospital. And then after they got out of the hospital,
why'd you do that to yourself?
I spent time with them, and they were like, "Hey, let's watch this movie," and I was just like. The whole time, like just trying. Sometimes when you're like, don't breathe, because if you breathe, you cry. So you're like, just sitting there. And they looked over and they're like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. It's a great movie. I love it." It's that movie gets me every time.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm doing it.
Oh,
I'm doing it.
It's good. I think
this is gonna be my new best way to cry.
I guarantee you by the end of the movie, I don't know.
My new best way to cry is a relative's traumatic brain injury.
Yeah, right? Something about that'll do it, No, and then the last like 5 minutes of Homeward Bound.
Oh, yeah.
When Shadow is limping across the field.
God.
And they're just like... he doesn't show up at first, and they're like, he was too old, son. He was just too old. It was too far. He couldn't make it. And they're all about to turn in and go inside. And then he comes out of the brushes, and he's limping, and you're just like, oh, my God. Like that. Everybody makes fun of me because I cry. My kids will put it on purposefully just to watch me cry at the end. And I'm like, you guys are evil. I don't understand. You guys have never loved anything. You don't know. That and anything to do with like have you ever seen the videos of like soldiers coming home from deployment and then the dog runs out and greets them?
Sure.
And you're just like,
yeah.
It doesn't ever get me the family
right,
thing.
It's so much better than a parent when your dog
yeah.
remembers you.
Yeah. With the thing that, I don't want to do it because Robert Allen Hall has a great bit about it, but I'll clip this out, but he's got a bit where he talks about how like soldiers surprise people at like football games or baseball games, but it's always at halftime. And it's like, he's been there all day. Like he could have,
Right.
he could have been like, "Hey guys, I'm here if you want to hang out or spend some extra time." But instead, he waited 6 hours just for this big cinematic moment.
What a fucking dick.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Get it together, buddy. You're so selfish.
exactly. Like his kids were like, "When's Dad coming back?" You know,
Never.
never.
Oh.
Yeah.